of a mind. Virtue in my steps, royalty in my design. Every stitch got a purpose, yeah. Every move I'm still worshiping. My reflection ain't my idol, the Most High's my only king. Ring is on, looking right. About to see the drip tonight. Set apart, living life. I don't chase the world spotlight. Fringes on, holy light. But still I shine so bright. I'm chosen, that's the vibe. Walking in the truth with pride.
Got these fears on my back trying to weigh me down, but I know I ain't meant just to wear that crown. When the stress in my chest get too loud, too strong, I lay it down, he been there all along. Let it go, let it go. He got everything you can't control. All that doubt, all that pain in your soul. Trust the one who's still running the show. Let it go, let it go. He got everything you can't control. All that doubt, all that pain in your soul. Trust the one who's still running the show. Let it go.
Slow down, sis. Self-restraint. I used to fight just to feel in control. Guarded heart, heavy mind, couldn't let things go. But grace taught me love is a softer road. Strength and peace, that's how I grow. Soft instead of hard, yeah, I'm learning my role. Patience in my voice, sweetness in my soul. Still strong, but the fruit's what he knows. Love is the light, and I'm letting it show.
Some days the pressure feels loud in my mind. Shadows calling me back to the old life. Tempted by the things that once felt right, but pieces in the narrow, not the spotlight. And I know the enemy waits for a moment, trying to pull me back where I don't belong, yeah. But I clung to his word and he spoke it. I made you stronger, keep going, yeah. Still standing, I don't break. Temptation rising, but up before, had to dust all the shame. He watched me clean, now I walk unchained. It's discipline daily, it ain't a game. Obedience shining louder than the pain. Yeah, the fight gets real in the midnight, but he's a strength that keeps me upright. Can't play both sides, gotta pick right, and every no is another win in his sight. Now, yeah, yeah, yeah. Heart dancing, but I stay in his way. We ain't ways, light in the dark. That's how I'm made. I won't fold, I won't fold, oh. Strong in faith, oh, I'm still standing today. Cover heart, cover body, cover mind. Virtue in my steps, royalty in my design. Every stitch got a purpose, yeah. Every move I'm still worshiping. My reflection ain't my idol, the Most High's my only king. Bring it on, looking right. Wanna see the drip tonight. Set apart, living life. I don't chase the world spotlight. Fringes on, holy light.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanisha Lachey, and today we're just gonna do a mini vlog. So we are currently headed to Sushi Masa, and then we're going to the movies, and after that I'm not sure, but anyway,
the night is gonna be long.
he said the night is gonna be long. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check in with you guys later.
Fringes swinging when the feast day hit. Set apart, no wilderness. Perm joy, yeah, we live in that script. Read the book, we legit like this. Blow them trumpet, Memorial Day. No Gregorian, we count y'all's way. Tabernacles, we camp and we praise. Dedication, we light up the flame. Ain't no shame in the war we choose. Turn up time when the moon brand new. We celebrate what the world refuse. King on high, that's the biggest proof. Feast day time, holy nation. All praise as our motivation. New moon lit, no hesitation. We keep commandments, elevation. Feast day time, dedication. Savvy for the truth, no imitation. All night vibe, celebration. Chosen ones, no replacement. No pork plate, no world on the menu. Yeah, law to the law, like it's ink in the tissue. Yeah, enemy lurk, but the angel assist you. Yeah, feast with the fam, let the blessing continue. Hand in the air for the Most High King. Joy in the camp, let the saints all sing. Hold that line, never bow to a thing. Royal blood, what you thought is.
Alright guys, so we just left the movies. We went to see You, Me, and Tuscany. The movie was really good to me. Right now we're at the gas station. My husband is out pumping gas. But for me, I would rate the movie I'm going to say an 8 out of 10. I really liked it. I would recommend anyone to go see it. Will I go see it again? Yeah, it was a cute little movie. Like I said, 8 out of 10. And why I won't give it a 10, no reason. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, it was a really pretty little love story. So now we are, let's see. When I started this vlog, we started out cooking brunch because my husband and I, we kind of slept in today, and then you guys probably saw him prep the dinner for Sunday. Tomorrow he's cooking oxtails and candy yams and cabbage, probably some rice, not sure what else. So yeah, you probably saw him prepping the food for Sunday dinner. Now we're about to go over some of our friends' house just for a little while. So yeah, it's been a relaxing, peaceful, productive Saturday. So yeah, this is really just a mini Saturday vlog. I was planning to do like a cleaning video, but because I had a company to send me like a cleaning tool, but I'll probably use that in probably the next video. So anyway, what did you rate Hold on. What you rate the movie?
7.5.
I gave it an 8. All right, so sorry y'all, I got a call, but you rated a, what you said?
7.5.
7.5. So yeah, I don't have a reason to not give it a 10. To me, it was a really good movie. Why you wouldn't give it a 10? What do you think it was missing?
It was predictable.
Yeah, I think it was predictable. But yeah, I would definitely go see it again, and I would recommend, if you just want to go to the movies, to go see it. Like, yeah. So yeah, now we're getting ready to go see a friend, and ooh, hold on, cause baby, they act like that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, if we do something else fun tonight, I'll call y'all back. Hello guys, so can't look at the camera because I'm driving, but anyway, it is Sunday morning. It is currently 9:07. I invited a co-worker to church with me this morning, so told her to meet me at 9:10. Let's see, church starts at 9:30, and I don't even think my mic is on, so I hope you guys can hear me. Church starts at 9:30. It is raining here in Pensacola. It is, in the car it says it's 55 degrees, and I do have a jacket in the car, so I won't be just wearing this tight dress inside church. But it's kind of cold, and I didn't know it was cold this morning until I came outside. But anyway, I am excited to be going to church this morning. Like I Sunday for me kind of sets the tone for like the rest of the week. So my husband and my son's at home. He's at home cooking. Of course I wanted them to come to church, but anyway, I pushed on by myself. Let's see. So yeah, I'm excited that my coworker is joining me. She's also bringing her daughter. Not sure if I said that, but yeah. So anyway, I will check back in with you guys later. Last night we had a great time. We went to dinner and we went to see You, Me, and Tuscany, and I already told you guys how I felt about that movie. So yeah, I guess today will be just a chill day since it's so nasty outside. So anyway, I will check back in with you guys a little bit later. All right, guys, so I have made it out of church, and I just stopped at Dollar General because I need to get some things out of here, and I plan to go home and wash a few of my wigs. I've never washed my wigs, so this is going to be something new for me. But I've watched a few TikTok videos, and it shouldn't be too long, but too hard. But I'm not going to keep you guys for long, and I wasn't even planning on getting on here like doing a lot of talking. Like I said, this was just a mini vlog, but I was like, Lord, I just got to get on here and talk about like church today. So today he talked about which is something I struggle with. The message was basically reasons we struggle to hear God, and I wrote down a few notes. I'm not going to try to go over the whole sermon, but some of the key things that I wrote out. He said we only listen when we need something. Everything around us is too loud sometimes. And he said we already decided what we want his voice to say. So I wrote that down, and then just to go over the other things, just to not make this too long. And he also said we've replaced his voice with other things. So here's some other things I wrote down. I put like bullet points. Worship time is not prayer time. And he kind of explained that a little bit more, which I get what he's saying. Worship, to me, I interpreted that as worship is when I'm in the spirit, I'm singing, I'm praising, I'm listening to my praise and worship songs. And then my prayer time is when I'm actually probably like reading my word, praying, and allowing God to speak to me. I also wrote as a bullet point, to know God better, I have to listen. Sometimes I what Pastor said is we have to pray, but we also have to take those small moments where we listen for his voice. Some of the verses he pointed out was Hebrews 11:6, 1 Kings 19:12. My next bullet point says God's not silent. He's just not shouting over your distractions. And sometimes I interpreted that as sometimes those little small still voices is God, trying to speak to us. He's not silent. He's just saying, like, he's not always loud. Sometimes it's those still small moments where we could actually hear his voice, but you have to be in a position to hear. Let's see, my next bullet point I have, what if your struggle is to know if it's God's voice? I'm not sure. I didn't write anything after that. And that's me. I can speak completely for myself. Sometimes I struggle to know, like, okay, God, was that you, or is that my own mind? Is that the enemy? I don't know. Sometimes I do struggle to know if it's God's voice. And then I guess for me, sometimes when I have like peace about something, I feel better knowing that, okay, that was God. So this message was really, really like perfect for me, because I'm in a season, and I've been in a lot of seasons. Well, mainly my whole Christian life, sometimes I struggle to know and to hear God's voice. So the next verse he printed out, what he talked about, was Psalms 85:8. So, and I'm only giving you these verses if you want to go back and like reference those verses. And then I also wrote, if you do all the talking when you pray, how can you hear God's answers? So sometimes, I interpreted that as, sometimes when I pray, I just pray. I don't take like little pauses in between and try to listen for God to answer. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I pray when I'm in my car, when I'm usually alone, I'll pray and I'll kind of give pauses in between and kind of think about what I'm praying about. So thought that was really good. Let's see. Then he also referenced 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray without ceasing. And he says, I also have to listen to. Pointed out Romans 6:7. And then the next thing I wrote, my soul runs my emotions, thoughts, and my feelings. Next I wrote, the more I live in intentional sin, it's harder to hear God. So I don't need to even talk more about that. That's really self-explanatory. Next, I wrote down, God speaks more clearly to those who are willing to obey. That's clear cut. I understand that as well. Next thing, God's people hear his voice and they trust it. Then the next verses I wrote down was John 8:47, John 10 verse 11, John 10 verse 27. Next thing I wrote, God speaks clearly to surrendered hearts, not the busy hearts. So yeah, I get that. If we're always too busy, like how on earth can we even take time to hear God? Next thing I wrote, God speaks so you can know him, not just get direction. And I completely get that. Like my focus is to build a relationship with God, not just when I need direction or when I'm in a difficult time. I need him to tell me what to do. Like, no, I want to actually build a relationship so I can get to know God. So really love that. And then the last thing he wrapped it up, he says, spend the next 30 days taking the time to pray, whether it's 15, 30 minutes, whatever. Set a place, whether it's in your car, if you have like in your house, like a prayer room, just wherever that's convenient for you. And also make a plan. For example, like on Mondays, you can say, okay, I'm going to set aside time to pray and listen. And then something Tuesday, You may say, okay, I'm going to worship God and then I'm going to pray and take time to listen. But anyway, the 3 points was for the next 30 days, make time, create a place, and then set a plan. So I really, really love how he wrapped up that part of the sermon. So today's message was really, really, really good, because I really do struggle sometimes to hear God. And yeah, it's amazing to me when I hear Christians and other believers talk about how they heard the voice of God. And sometimes I think, this is just me, sometimes I think, or I feel like it can be just a feeling. Sometimes if you pray, and you have a feeling of just peace, I also feel like that's God speaking. So yeah, like I said, today was like really, really a good sermon for me. And I want to grow in my relationship with God, like so bad. I always feel like I've been in church for so long that I should be way further than where I am. And, I'm not, because of my own lack of, I guess, putting in that time to really get to know God through studying my word and praying and all of the things that contributes to me growing as a Christian. So yeah, I don't want to turn this into a whole sermon. I just thought that was a really, really good message for anyone that's struggling to hear God's voice, or if you're in a season where you are just having a difficult time, like get into a space and, like he said, create time, create a plan, create a place where you can actually sit and be able to hear God's voice. Because I completely agree, if you're in total chaos every single day, it's going to be really hard to hear God's voice. And I know, like, for moms, whether you're a single mom, married, whatever, I know that we get really, really, really busy, caught up, in everyday life, but we have to create space and we have to create time to pour into that relationship with God. So yeah, I encourage you to, if it's just 5 minutes, and I'm challenging myself as well, even if it's just 5 minutes, I know for me, I have to sacrifice sleep. I need to go to bed earlier so I can get up and dedicate those 5 or 10 minutes, or even if it's before I go to bed. It's basically whatever works for you as a person. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to try to give a sermon because I'm still growing myself as a Christian, but I just wanted to share that message, and hopefully it really resonates with someone. So yeah, let me go inside the store and get the things I need to get. And I'm so happy to share that word, because that was really a amazing word for me for the season of life I'm in. So I'm going to go home, journal everything that he said, and yeah, I'm going to create time, a place, and a plan. So yeah, so let's go inside the store and I will talk with you guys. I've already been talking for almost 11 minutes. So yeah, let's go inside the store.
Cover body, cover mind, virtue in my steps, royalty in my design. Every stitch got a purpose, yeah. Every move I'm still worshiping. My reflection ain't my idol, the Most High is my only king.